Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Essential Book Drop. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's November 23rd, 2025. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, my bookworm sidekick, and my partner, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. I am so excited for the books we're talking about today.
Okay, Cass, let's talk about today's top 3 new book releases.
Kick us off, Steve.
All right. So today we're looking at 3 brand new releases. We've got a really fascinating look behind the scenes of a classic film.
And then we're switching gears completely.
We are. 2 very sweet, holiday-themed romantic comedies to get everyone in the festive spirit.
A perfect mix of history and holiday cheer.
Let's start with the big one. It's called Making Mary Poppins, the Sherman brothers, Walt Disney, and the creation of a classic film. The author is Todd James Pierce, and the genre is musical movies, history, and nonfiction.
Right. And what's so interesting here is that this book is really trying to shift the narrative we all think we know.
How so?
Well, most people have probably seen the movie Saving Mr. Banks.
Sure, the Tom Hanks one.
Exactly. And that whole story focuses on the huge conflict between the author, P.L. Travers, and Walt Disney himself.
Which was definitely dramatic. I mean, it makes for a great movie.
It does, but it kind of pushes the actual songwriters, Robert and Richard Sherman, into the background.
So this book brings them front and center.
It puts them right in the spotlight. This is their untold story, the story of how they actually created the music that made that film a classic.
So where does it start? I mean, they weren't always famous?
Not at all. The book goes way back. The Sherman brothers were, basically just 2 struggling songwriters in L.A. trying to find their voice, trying to get a break. This was long before anyone had heard of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And what I found so compelling in Pierce's research, and it is so deeply researched, is how he connects their personal lives to their creative output.
Oh, absolutely.
Their family history, their own emotional struggles, all of that shaped these songs that we think of as just, happy and cheerful.
That's the real core of it, isn't it? It shows that these songs didn't just appear out of thin air. You take a song like A Spoonful of Sugar. It's catchy, sure. But Pierce shows how that idea, that need for a bit of optimism to get through the hard stuff, was something pulled directly from their own lives.
Right. And then there's Feed the Birds.
Oh, what a song.
Just a beautiful, kind of melancholy song. And the book explains how that tenderness came from their own experiences. It became Walt Disney's personal favorite.
Which is incredible. That's a direct line from their personal lives to the heart of this huge visionary.
But at the same time, they were working in this insane high-pressure environment.
A total pressure cooker. They had to deal with the very prickly P.L. Travers on one side.
And the legendary perfectionist Walt Disney on the other. How did they even manage that?
With a lot of creative diplomacy, apparently. The book really gets into the weeds of how they had to navigate these 2 huge personalities, constantly adapting and tweaking things to keep everyone happy, all while trying to protect the songs.
So they are the quiet heroes behind the scenes.
They really were. And their work didn't just make the movie a success. It fundamentally changed things for the entire Disney studio.
That's a huge claim. What do you mean?
Well, before Mary Poppins, Disney was animation. That was their brand.
Right. Snow White, Cinderella.
Exactly. This film, driven by those songs, was such a massive hit that it completely transformed Disney's live-action division. It proved they could create these huge, world-class movie musicals.
So it set the stage for everything that came after.
It really did. This book is, I think, the definitive account of how that magic was actually made. It goes way beyond the famous arguments and gets to the heart of the art.
A fantastic read.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pivot completely now.
From old Hollywood to a cozy small town at Christmas.
Exactly. We're jumping into the world of holiday rom-coms. Our next book is Nicked by the Mistletoe by Ellie Hartwood. It's a Friends to More holiday novella.
And this one is part of a bigger series, which is a really interesting trend in publishing.
It is. It's book 10 of the Letters to Mrs. Claus series, but, and this is key, you can read it completely on its own.
You don't need to have read the other 9?
No. So the setup is this.
Yeah.
Our heroine, Kessa, she goes back to her hometown, Silver Pine, to help her Nana out at the cafe.
Classic setup.
And her plan is simple. Focus on her photography, help her Nana, and absolutely under no circumstances get involved in any romance. She is done with love.
Of course she is, which means love is about to hit her like a runaway sleigh.
You know it. And the meet cute here is just, it's perfect.
I loved this part. Tell everyone.
So Tessa, the photographer, is out trying to get a nice wintry shot, and she happens to capture her old friend from high school, Nick Tucker.
Only he's not the same Nick from high school.
Not at all. He is now, and I'm quoting, taller, broader, and unfairly handsome. But the best part is what he's doing.
He's renovating the old Timberline Inn, and he is on the roof.
Wearing flannel pajamas.
On the roof, in flannel PJs. It's just so charming and disarming.
It's perfect. It immediately tells you everything you need to know about him. He's handsome, but he's also a little goofy and approachable.
And so the tension is set. She's supposed to be done with love, but now she's spending all this time with this charming, handsome guy in flannel, and there's, sizzling chemistry under all the twinkle lights.
But there's another layer here, right? The whole Mrs. Claus thing.
Yes. So the premise of the whole series is this thing called Operation Mistletoe Match. Mrs. Claus gets letters from people about friends or family who are lonely.
A little bit of meddling matchmaker?
A very benevolent one. She sends these lonely people these little inspiring anonymous notes to help them get over whatever is holding them back from finding love.
So it adds this little touch of magic, of fate to the story.
Exactly. It's a really clever way to push the characters forward. And for readers, it's important to note this is a kisses only, no spice kind of story. It's all about the sweet, swoony feelings.
Maximum holiday comfort. Got it. Okay, from a small town inn, let's go back to Hollywood for our third book.
Sticking with the holiday theme, but a very different setting.
This one is The Christmas Reboot by Leah Busboom. Also a sweet second chance holiday rom-com novella.
And the premise here is just so timely. With all the reboots happening in real life.
It really is. So you have Tucker, who was a huge Hollywood heartthrob back in the day, and Allie, his former co-star. They're being brought back together for a Christmas special of their old hit sitcom, Malibu Shores.
A sitcom reunion special. The nostalgia is baked right in.
Totally. And we find out that Tucker was, a bit hesitant about the whole thing.
That's fair.
But as soon as he heard Allie signed on, he agreed faster than you can say Rudolph.
Because for him, this isn't about the show. This is his second chance. He made mistakes back then, and he sees this as his one shot to finally win her over for real.
Allie, on the other hand, has a totally different motivation. She left Hollywood behind. She's a waitress in some small town now.
She escaped the red carpets.
Exactly. And she only agreed to do this reboot for the hefty paycheck. She does not want to see Tucker again.
Which is just romance gold right there.
The best kind of tension. The cameras are rolling, the fake snow is falling, and they have to pretend to have this amazing chemistry for the show.
While off camera, they're dealing with all this real, unresolved chemistry and years of baggage. It's that wonderful line between what's fake for the camera and what's real between them.
And the whole story is about whether this very artificial Hollywood setting can actually lead to a real emotional restart for them.
It's such a great concept.
And just to tie it all together, this is also a Letters to Mrs. Claus book. This is book 5 in the series.
So we know Mrs. Claus is working her magic behind the scenes again, making sure these two don't get in their own way.
It guarantees that sweet, clean, feel-good ending that you pick up these books for. It's nostalgia and second chances all wrapped up in a nice holiday bow.
It's the perfect formula.
So to recap, just a fantastic trio of books today. We started with Todd James Pierce's Making Mary Poppins, really getting the untold story of the Sherman brothers.
And learning how their personal lives really fueled that timeless art.
Then we moved into 2 perfect examples of modern genre romance from the Letters to Mrs. Claus series.
We had Nicked by the Mistletoe by Ellie Hartwood.
With its charming small-town friends-to-lovers story.
And The Christmas Reboot by Leah Busboom, which used that Hollywood nostalgia and second chance trope so effectively.
It just goes to show, whether it's deep film history or a cozy holiday novella, it all comes down to great storytelling.
Absolutely. Such different books, but all so well crafted.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And if you want to take a look at any of these books, visit us at essentialbookdrop.com, and you'll have all the links right there. Also, whenever you feel like it, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, YouTube, practically anywhere. Cass, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Can't wait. Happy reading, everyone.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great new books. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
your mind becomes its own kingdom.